Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here. 2nd and 3. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
11.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
That's good.
They'll give him a yard on the play, and the Patriots will get a new set of downs.
At the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action. It's Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. Flush to his right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
On the return, the Vikings take over 1st and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
At the 38-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
With the score, Vikings 3.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 39.
A gain of 12.
12 yards there as they move the chains. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
On second down now, it's Bennett. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Out of the gun now on third down. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now an option play, and he'll keep it. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
He was taken down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Sliding out of the pocket. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The Vikings on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Patriots. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. 20.
Don't worry about
10,
it, baby. I ain't worried about it. Let's go.
He's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown.
Patriots.
And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that, and a great play for that defensive unit. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll run on first down. It's Bennett, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And this is incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Yards to go.
The Vikings on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Cooper's got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Complete.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Cam Akers, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Makes the score Patriots 14, Vikings 3.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Nice move will yield nothing as he stopped behind the line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 47-yard line.
Back to throw. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 37.
A gain of 16
It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Here's the option. And some room to work. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
By Fabian Moreau. A gain of 11 on the play. And the Vikings.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
The pass.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Second and 10 now from the 27. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 12 yards there and a first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 8-yard line.
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he
is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
They'll set up the screen here to Akers. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Play action. Ryan. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Andy Isabella with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And it's 21-3.
Makes the score Patriots 21, Vikings 3. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it?
Well, their first 2 drives only yielded 3 points. They might be thinking it's time to make something happen. Push the ball downfield and try and gain some points that way. Unfortunately, incomplete.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Go.
It'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Okay, just like that. Just like that. Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Come on
now. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
56 to Mike. 56 to Mike. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Who we got?
Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll look to throw now on first down. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. A quick throw complete out to Isabella. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. They'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down.
44-yard line.
Now a run with Akers. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Ryan, that's into the hands of Akers, complete. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. I'm coming after you.
They snap it at 1. Now Ryan. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Excellent play there on third down. Give them 25 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Ryan. They'll set up the screen to Balaj. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Kalen Balaj, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Lutz with the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
They'll keep it on the ground. Bennett. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. It finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. This thrown quickly out to Cooper. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 more there and another 1st down.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense, because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point, and what's usually a direct correlation, very few explosive plays. That's been their issue, not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a 1st down.
A good 1st down call as the screen play gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And this Patriot defense up to the challenge once more as they again stop him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to have a 3rd down. And he is going to lose yardage here. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down.
brings up fourth.
So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Vikings 6.
They're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skills.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Charles, you said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Now Ryan on 1st down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Let's go. You tighten up.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. And that's incomplete.
Ryan's pass incomplete on the throwaway. It's now 3rd down and 14.
New England on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 14. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Oh, the return is Reed. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
56, not 56, right there.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Completes it right side to Cooper. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
Vikings.
Back to throw again. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Now back to throw. They'll roll him out right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Patriots get the football back. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Going right back to Akers. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. New England on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Ryan. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10.
At their own 46.
Checking in on Houston. It's in the 4th quarter there. And the Texans have scored. That one's been interesting as they retake the lead. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Will Dissly, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
throw over the middle, taken in. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Complete to Sterling
Hard that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
Yeah, at the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. And that one is caught. So they convert here, and don't look now, but this one's back to a 1-score game.
Vikings 20. Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Here's the ball carrier. He's brought down at the 20-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Here's Ryan. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
Here comes Reed. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 41-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
3rd and 11.
Taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And Charles, in this one, the fourth quarter became a lot more interesting, I know, than I anticipated. Probably you anticipated. A comeback bid falling just a little bit short.
You're never supposed to count a team out, and I know we didn't on air, but mentally, I just didn't see this type of a comeback, especially one that put them in a position to put the real pressure on them down the stretch.
So for New England, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2, and they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Minnesota,